For tutorial number 2. I hope you enjoyed the last one. So this one, we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to learn how to make a drum beat. Now, we're going to use the same song that you started off last week, that some of you guys handed in to me. If you didn't, doesn't matter. But so I'm going to also use for mine the song that I used last week. So I'm going to open it up in Mix Editor. So you take your song, very important, you open it in Mix Editor. Okay, so I click on that. So now, first thing I want to do, I'm going to just minimize this. So you see, I'm going to go over here, okay? Because what I want to do is I want to make my loop, I want to make my song 16 bars long. So I'm going to go all the way up to here. I'm going to take the loop button here, over here. So you see this, if I click it, it's off, it's on 16 bars, okay? Each one of these is 4 bars. So this is 4 bars. If you look, bar 1, bar, another bar, another bar, another bar, another bar. Sections, right? 4 beats to a bar. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a drum machine, okay? So first thing I wanna do is I wanna mute these drums. The ones, if you had drums in your song. So I'm gonna go over here, M. What that means is if I play it, look, I can't hear the drums. If I unmute it, check it out. So I'm going to mute it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one of these other loops over here and I'm going to extend them. Okay, so this one, oops, I moved it. I have the arrow. I make sure I look with my hand over here all the way to 16. This one here again, oops, again, I want to make sure. It's a little tricky, so I'm going here. Where's my arrow? Come on. There you go, 16. This one over here too, arrow 16. Remember, it's not exact. There you go. And this one over here, 16. Okay, so I'm good. I can check it. So this, what that means with the cycle on, is after 16 bars, it's going to repeat. Okay, so let's listen. Put the metronome on. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's gonna, when it gets to the end over here, it's gonna repeat. Check it out. So, all right, so I'm done with that. Now, step number 2, I'm gonna go to add track. Again, we have all these different ones. I'm going to drum machine. Boom. Now, first thing I'm gonna do, and I'll explain it in a second, but I want to get rid of these. These are drum machine beats. You'll understand in a bit. I'm just gonna select all of them. I'm gonna go to edit, or I go here, and I go edit, cut. Whoops, didn't work like that. I'll just go here. I'll right click it. I could go command delete. Why are you not cutting here? Oh, delete. So I right click it here and delete. Sorry about that. So I click on this. Okay, I click over here. Very important. Look where I clicked. Not here where the little white thing is. Boom. Now I have a drum beat here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do over here, clear pattern. Now you look over here. This is patterns. There's different patterns. So I'm going to make a drum beat. Remember, this is the grid. This would be beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. It's like 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a beat like a boom, chack, boom, boom, chack. So this is the bass drum. I hear it here. It's a kick, right? Let's hear it. I hear that boom. So I'm going to go, and this is the snare. I know that. It's a snare, so listen to this. Nah, I don't like that one. It's kind of like a tom. Here, let's hear. Is that it? Boom, chack, and then boom, boom, chack. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I play it, check it out. Beautiful. I like that beat. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to put add A. Boom, I add it. Now, I'm going to close this. Look what happened. Oh, but it didn't put it right where I wanted it. So I'm going to take it and move it here. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. This over here, it's a 1-bar beat, right? If I listen to it, let's hear. Stop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend this for 4 bars. Okay, so I grab it here and I go like that. Now, I'm gonna want that pattern A for 8 bars, because we're gonna do a pattern A, B, A. So over here, I'm going like that. So check it out. So let's hear now what I have in our song. If I press play. Boom, chuck, boom, boom, chuck. All right, so now it's still playing. I go here. Stop it. Boom. Now I'm going to a pattern B. Again, pattern B, I was on A. Pattern B, I'm gonna right click, clear pattern. So what that means is I want another pattern for pattern B. So pattern B, I'm gonna have just a boom. I'm gonna have boom, 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 boom. Let's have, it's gonna switch, right? And let's add some hi-hat, like a 1 and, or we could even try this. Let's see, like a 1E and a 2E and. Let's see how this sounds. So I'm putting it on each one. So, and I could again have my, let's see how this sounds. You want to add the check? Let's add the check here, remember? All right, so let me see. I could add B. Let's see how that sounds. Okay. So let me go over here. Oh, let's see how that sounds. I'm going to take off the cycle here because I just want to play it from here. Let's play it from a bit before, see how the switch sounds. All right, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to take that one, and again, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to move it. Where's my arrow? 4 bars. So you see that? All right. Now I'm going to go back to my drum machine. Going to go back to pattern A. And boom, chuck. I'm going to add that one. So I add this one. So let me first, I'm going to click this. Let me make sure I'm going to put it where I want to add it. Right over here, bar 13. Right? Very important that I put this here. I go back to instrument. I'm going to go add A. And then I'm going to just take this over and 2, 3. Oops. And you notice I made a mistake. If I really wanted this to cycle 16, I didn't even put it all the way up to the end of 16. So I made a boo-boo. Put these here, there. And over here, and I'll press cycle. Well, so cycle over here. I'll make sure that my cycle thing is all the way to the end of bar 16, and let's hear our song. So I have pattern drum beat A for 8 bars, B for 4 bars, and A. Let's hear it. Now the switch is coming out. Back to A. And again, it's playing on the drum machine, which it never stops. Okay, so let's, and you have over here, you have programmed your first drum beat. Okay, so when you go in, I gave you some simple beats, do an AABA pattern. You could use the same ones I have. I think it would be a good idea because it's actually, you know, so you start understanding this is beat 1, this is beat 2, this is beat 3, this is beat 4. Count it. There's 16 beats here. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and like we did in class. Okay, so again, I'm gonna over here. So I have this, and I'm gonna just not download. Okay, file, edit. So I'm gonna just bring this back to, go to library, and I'll say, do I want to save this? Yeah, I'll save it. And you guys obviously, or save was up here, right? And you could submit it to me. Okay, so hope you liked it, and I'll see you next week. Again, if you have any questions, email me or do it on the platform. Bye.